Okay, in this lesson we're going to be looking at how do we calculate the mode of a given set of data points. So the way that we like to think of it, or the way that would probably help you in understanding how to set this out, is that the mode is, we often think of it as the number of that occurs the most often. Okay, so the number that occurs most often. Now a cool way to think of that, or to remember what mode is that if you just use those first two letters, MO, that means most often. Okay, so think of mode when you're getting confused between mode, median, and mean. Think of mode as the one that occurs most often in a data set. So the way that we work that out is, again, that we need to, using this as an example, the best way to do this is to put this into ascending order. So again, step one is that we need to put into ascending order. Okay, and we'll do that again just down here. So we have 2, 4, 5, 2 7s, 8, and 9. So this gives us, just lets us see the data easily. And again, we're looking for the number that occurs most often. So here in this example, you can see that we go across, there's no doubles except for this number here. Okay, so you see how 7 occurs twice. It doubles in this instance, where all the other numbers don't. So that means that in this instance, our answer for here is the mode is 7. Okay, it's a number that has occurred most frequently. Now again, that's an easy way of doing it, but it's always not that easy. Sometimes we often get some data sets which have multiple modes. So again, if we use an example from our previous one, just say this, we also have a 9 in there. So if we add in another 9. So what we have now is that we've also got 2 7s, but we also have 2 9s. Now we call that bimodal. So I'll write that here. Okay, bimodal. Now that means that we have 2. So bi means 2. So think of bicycle. Okay, bicycle has 2 wheels. Bimodal means that there are 2 different points where it has 2 types of modes. Okay, so we have 7 and 9. Now, in saying that, the instances we also may get are where there's no doubles. So let's just say that we had 2, 4, 5, 9, 10. Okay, in this instance, there are no modes. There's no number that appears twice or 2 or more times. So in this case, the answer for this would be no mode. Okay, so the difference in mode is what we usually share with our answers. So we can have no modes. We can have a single mode. In this case, it was 7. We can also have bimodal. If there are ones that has 3 or more, we can call that multimodal. But most of the case, that sort of doesn't really help with finding the mode. It's not really relevant. So we usually just say no mode. So you need to work out what the answer best replicates the situation. So we either use no mode, mode giving the number, or we use bimodal giving the numbers there. So that should be our 3 sections there of mean, median, and mode. Make sure you know how to calculate that. And we have one more video to go in regards to range. Thanks, boys.